Hey guys, so before we get into the Dewalt 18 gauge brad nailer review, I want to walk you through Project Hogue here. So right there I'm pointing at where we're going to add an addition onto the existing kitchen, and then if we go a little further you can see where the deck is going to go, and then all the way on the far side of the house there is the new master bedroom with a walk-in closet and an ensuite. And then if we walk over, you can see around the house, around the side of the house here, we're going to have a part of the master bedroom, and then we're going to have another additional bathroom for the home because we gutted out the inside, the existing bathroom. So 2 bathrooms here on the main floor, and then there's an additional bathroom in the basement there. All right, so let's go inside here. So right away in this front entryway, we're totally redoing this whole thing. All of this stuff, all the stairs you see there, all that drywall, everything I'm pointing at is getting completely gutted and ripped out. We're changing the door opening position. We come into the garage here, and that exterior wall is going to get bumped out a little bit, and then all of that open area between where you see that first exterior wall on the left and that door, that closet area, that's all going to get filled in, and that's going to become the inside of the home. And then we come inside here through the side door. This entrance is going to get changed in position. And then right in front of us, this stairway, we're completely filling that in, and we're moving the stairway basically to be right where I'm standing. You see the mark on the floor there? That is where the new edge of the stairwell will be, more or less. That wall is going to get all those walls are going to get knocked down, and then I'm just showing you where we're going to have a winding staircase. So half of it's going to go down to the landing, and then the other half is going to go down to the basement. And there's the marks on the floor as well. Those windows, they're coming out, and that whole wall is going to get bumped out into the outside of the house to add on to the kitchen area. On the left hand side, it's going to be a butler pantry. On this right hand side here is going to be the main kitchen. That wall's coming out. It's going to be open. That little wall's coming out too. The island's going to go right there where I'm tracing my fingers. And then more or less most of these studs here, that wall's actually going to remain for the most part, but where that window, behind those windows, that's going to be a sunroom behind those windows there. And then straight ahead of me, the master bedroom's actually going to protrude into this area just a little bit. Kind of where I pointed there, it's going to come in just a little bit on that wall. Coming around the corner, the bedroom here is actually going to sort of more or less remain in the same position, but it's going to extend out. And then the bedroom right there actually is going to be behind that wall. We're no longer extending it out. So this bedroom is also going to remain the same, but we will add a window to that spot right there where I pointed. Okay, so for the rest of this little bit, I'm just going to put it in high speed here, and you can watch what the site looks like. And I appreciate you guys staying tuned for this. The Dewalt 18 gauge nailer review is coming up next. Stay tuned if you want to see the progress on this project. Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're going to be filming an unboxing of the Dewalt 18 gauge brad nailer. Okay, so right away the tool feels pretty heavy. It's about 5 pounds, give or take, and the box is pretty small. Obviously it doesn't come with a battery or anything, which is fine. Total price after tax, $412. Okay, I'm just gonna brute force it open. Okay. Difficult. Whoa, shit, comes right out. Okay, so there's pretty much nothing else in the box. It's just a straight up tool all by itself. I don't know if you can see that, but it's the XR series. Matches the sweater. It's actually not as heavy as the box feels. It is about 5 pounds, give or take, but it's pretty small, smaller than I actually thought it was. Just looking at the display model, I couldn't really remember how big it was. It felt big when it was on display for some reason, but holding it here now, it actually feels pretty versatile and small. So That's good. There's literally nothing else in the box except this manual, so we'll put it to work and I'll give a review soon. First time loading it up, so I got these 18 gauge brad nails. Just opened up the mechanism. Just push that button, pop those in into the slots. They just kind of spring loaded here, so you just, and then I got that plastic still on the edge there. See how it goes. That worked pretty good. Sounds a little rough, I don't know. It's brushless. I'll have to keep an eye on that noise, but it seems good. Okay guys, so we did just get a couple of things touched up with some brand new mud and tape and some corner bead that was replaced. So I'm just going to show you what my setup is like to reprime it and paint it and touch everything up. I'll show you the damages first though. Not damages, but basically had to redo this corner because it wasn't perfectly straight, and so we put a new corner bead in there on both sides, and now you can see it's nice and straight, and the wall looks level. Before it kind of bowed out at the top a little bit, which is fine. The guys just didn't use the right product for the job, which is totally okay. They still did it cheap enough that it was well worth having them do it. And same down here. So I basically, you can kind of tell there's a line here, and I have to reprime whatever they mudded over. So I got this paintbrush, or this roller here. It's literally just a Dollarama roller, which I've used tons of times, and I got a Dollarama brush, roller brush, whatever, and then I got Dollarama trays as well. And so that's pretty much all I use for little shit like that. And then in spots where I do have to get on the ceiling, because I don't know if you can see, but there's a few spots on the ceiling where it had to get some mud done over it as well. And that's what I have my Purdy 2 to 4 inch stick. So that's the perfect height for me to hold overhead. When I extend it out, it goes up to 4 feet. And that's what I use for standard 8-foot ceilings. Now, I do also carry with me a 4 to 8 foot extension pole, but that's only for, you know, areas where I really have to reach up high or do things that aren't typical. You know, this is pretty much the thing that gets me through 90% of whenever I have to do painting work on my end. For this particular job, we are using Kills PVA Professional Interior Drywall Primer and Sealer. I should not have, I should have shooken it up a little better because it's not super mixed. I didn't stir it or anything because we did just use this stuff very recently. Because it's a new brush that I just opened up, sometimes you see little flakies in the paint, so I always take a look and then I just take them out by using my finger to grab them. But it looks like this is actually going decent, so we'll see.
these two guys from Bite Meals. At the time, that was a meal prep company that would ship, frozen meals out and meal prep. And they would have the dry ice in the containers, whatever, like all packaged. And that's very impressive.
So if you see shit like this on the corner, you don't want to let it dry. Just want to give it a wipe. It's primer, right? So we're going to paint over it in the future once it dries. We just don't want any chunks to dry. We don't want it to dry chunky. Okay, so when you see there's not really that much on my finger, it's not that big of a deal. It'll dry and I'll crumble it off. All right, here's a basement tour. So you come in, that's front door, living room, kitchen, back door, hallway. Then you come down. This is a basement living area. Got a TV hookup on that wall in case you want your couch to be in front of the windows. TV over there. That's what we're using for bathroom shower tile, which I'll show you in a moment. And then we also have TV hookup on that wall in case you want to use this as like a couch wall at the back, and then couches on the side, TV over there. Then under the stairs, we have a little millwork there, and this is going to be a bar top. And then this is going to be a wine rack insert all the way up there. Go back this way. So in the hallway, that's your mechanical room. That's a door that leads to the other side of the basement, which is going to be an unfinished space. Just storage right now, but it goes further back. And then there's another door here that we put in for the water meter room. You can't really see in there, it's dark. Unfinished drywall down that side, and then electrical panel, laundry room. There's going to be millwork along here. The ceiling's going to be unfinished. Then on this side we have our furnace. HRV is going in there, and there's a little bit of storage space behind the door. And then we have our another basement bathroom. So see if I can get some light on here. That is the basement shower, and you can see it's that tile that you saw outside. And then there's some inserts along the side to hold shower stuff. Gray tile, same as upstairs on the basement there, and then darker tile on the floor, which you can kind of see where the toilet's going to go. So that's it. Alright, welcome back to Project Grain here. So I'll start outside and I'll just give you a quick update. There we go. Yeah, so let's do a quick walkthrough and see what we got going on here. So we finished this feature wall, which is a olive green, all the way wrapping around to the entertainment unit, which they're going to put a TV there. And then go into the bedrooms, bathroom. We still have that feature wall, just need a little touch up there. This bedroom has the pink, guess it's a little girl's room. And then the boys' room here has the blue. You can see there, blue on the opposite walls, which is kind of cool. And of course we still have touch-ups, and we might even need another coat, but this is just to give you an idea of the colors. And then the master has the dark navy kind of color. And it's looking really good so far. I'm the one who actually did these feature walls here. And then we have a painting crew coming in to just do the rest of the entire house minus the feature walls to brighten it up a little bit and fix some stuff, because I just don't have the time to paint everything by myself right now. And the basement, it's hard to see here, but this is a deep teal. It's kind of like the upstairs bathroom. And this still needs another coat, but it'll be on the bar under the stairs. It'll be on this entertainment wall here where the TV's gonna go. And then it's in the bathroom here as well. And you can see the color's a lot better with the light on. So this shower is pretty sweet. But that's what it'll look like. So yeah, still a lot of painting left to do, but at least the feature walls are visible now. And I probably won't be doing a ton more painting in the future, so this might be one of the last times, but I'll keep videoing it if I do paint.